Good afternoon, folks. All right. Sorry, I started a little late. Sadie was taking her sweet time. She gets older, she gets more stubborn. That's certainly the case. But snow's melting out there. Our snowman finally RIP'd. Rest in peace, snowman. It's nice knowing you. Spring is on the horizon. I started going through my seeds, actually. Getting excited for the growing season. It's coming. Oh, and I have one plant still alive in the backyard. The Brussels sprouts, and they're finally like they're filling. I'm actually gonna get a mid-winter harvest here. The Brussels sprouts are looking nice and perfect, actually. A little bit smaller than like grocery store size, but I think I'll go back there one of these days and harvest it up and have a nice Brussels sprouts to add to the dinner. Takes her twice as long outside, yeah. Oh, sure, when it comes time to eating, we have such a tight schedule for Sadie. But when it comes time for Dad to start working, you know, schedule, right? Okay, let's see here. It's ready. So we are going to be working on our dwarf friend here. What we're going to do is we're going to probably finish sculpting the sleeve, which we had started as like a filler. We had a spot to fill, and we decided to start this. And so we'll finish up the sleeve, and then we'll do the belt. Hey, what's up, Pillboy? And we had already sculpted a couple of accessories for his belt. We might make some more, but we'll figure that out when we get into it. So let's do just that. Let's get into it. You know this guy? Yeah, me too. Oh, nice. It's always a great way to start. To reset up the camera. Hey, what's up, Pogus Champus? Alright, 1 second. Let me redo the settings here. Real textiles like mixed media. I have done that before. I have. I don't like to go too far into the mixed media spectrum just because, I don't know, it does produce a different type of result, different type of, whatchamacallit, just a different look. I don't know, it's just something it's definitely something I need to play around with more, but just not a road that's well traveled like the clay is. I'm thinking they're meaning like actually like sewing together a nice little shirt for the character, you know, stuff like that. That's what I was guessing. Okay, so this is the sleeve here. Shirt sleeve. But yeah, I don't know. I've definitely done texture stamping, and I have used fabrics before for certain effects and stuff. Just not it's not something I do often. I find myself liking like putting texture on either with a brush or something more than stamping fabric in. And the reason that is you know, when you have these really nice subtle shapes here, you know, with the wrinkles in the fabric, to create those shapes and then to try to smush texture into those and maintain these shapes can be very difficult. So I find tooling or brushing on the texture to be, I don't know, just a more pleasant experience. The Free Heathen, hey, thanks for the raid. Just getting started for the evening. How you doing? I appreciate that. And hey, what's up, Red Ticket? Just beginning my evening. How was your stream? 300 points? Well, that's not lowering the bar very much, but hey, I'll take it. The heck? Only 50 points less? Wait, does that mean they took away the ability to get the 70/30 Partner Plus? For the 350? Do you think they would make it like 250 for the 60 40 split? You know, being 10% difference and all. Oh, okay. Well, that's wonderful. So that means we definitely got the 60/40 split. Hey, that's really good news. I thought you were saying they lowered it to 300 for the 60/40 split, but then still have to get 350. Hey, we're still going for that 70/30 though. That's even more within reach. Think about it. Last month we ended at 275 people, 275 points. So that's only 25 points away from that goal. That's 25 subscribers. Hey man, that would be so nice. But we have to hold it for 3 months. So we have to hit 300 and hold it for 3 months. Pay raise hype. Okay. May. Okay. Still cool. Something to shoot for sure. Something to look forward to. Hopes and dreams and goals. Hey, what's up, baby D? Why you sleepy, fat peanut? Go to bed. Hello, Candaces. Hey, what's up, Gaston? Gaston. And thank you very much. This clay, you have to bake it. Yeah, you have to cook it. Cook it in an oven. Big hospital busy, huh? Well, would you rather the day be busy and go by fast or slow and go by slow? I know you'd rather it be slow and go by fast, but it just doesn't work that way. It's just not how the world works, Fat Peanut. Oh, hey, look at that. Cool. It's not wax, it's a Polymerclay. It's a clay that, you know, all the rest of this has been baked or hardened. The only part that's not is just the sleeve area right here. And then once that's looking good, we'll bake it. And once it's hardened, it's kind of like a hard rubber. This is a baked piece of clay right here, so it has a flexibility to it. You can see like a hard, dense rubber. So this one, I mean, this one doesn't really have that many super flexible parts because it's just so dense, so thick. But yeah. Just figuring out his shirt wrinkles here. Well, I do sketch three-dimensionally. I don't do two-dimensional sketches, but I'll do like a mock-up is what we call it. It's like a kind of like a rough draft of the project with a different type of material. But I didn't always do it that way. This particular character I didn't do a mock-up of. I just kind of started. And it's it's not necessarily from your head. It's the same way an illustrator builds up things. You start with a line sketch, right? When you're going to draw a character, you don't necessarily have to have the whole character worked out in your mind. You just need to have a rough idea, and then as you iron the character out by drawing it, that's when you're kind of realizing the idea. Well, excuse me. So when you start with building the character, you start with like a line sketch, right? Here is the line sketch 3-dimensionally, right? Just like when you see people sketching out a character, they start with like almost like a stick figure line sketch, just really loose and rough. Figure out the pose and the size and the proportions of the character. And you start adding material and you start developing different sections of the character one at a time, you know, with the boots and the pants, and making all these little decisions along the way. And then before you know it, you get to the end result, and if you weren't going for something specific, you tend to end up with something, you know, that's even surprises yourself, you know. But you get to the final design one decision at a time. I don't start, like when I sit down to sculpt this, I didn't start with this in my mind. A very, very blurry kind of idea of this. And then through the act of actually creating him, he's now, the vision is much clearer now, you know, so. Is the material sewn after the piece is finished? Do you mean like baked? Or what do you mean by sewn? Like hardened? You need concrete goals, or you can't. Well, you can do that too. You just make those little steps one at a time. You know, for example, let's see on this guy here. I knew I was making a pirate humanoid character, right? So I knew I needed just normal human proportions and anatomy. So I did that part, came up with the pose. And then, you know, before I did the body, I did the head first, made all those decisions, right? And now I'm working on the boots, you know. I've already sculpted this boot, so I already made all the choices and decisions, so I just need to copy it over to here. And then when I get to the... I haven't even thought of what am I doing for the pants. I have not thought of that even a little bit. And the reason is I don't need to. I don't need to know what I'm doing at that stage yet. I'll make those decisions when I get there, kind of thing. Then you figure out, okay, what kind of pants you want them to have, look up reference, execute it. And then, so you're just kind of like following a breadcrumb trail of decisions. One after another. And that's really all design is. It's just a bunch of your small artistic taste decisions all stacked on top of each other to make whatever it is you're making. Nice. Remember, bravery is not being afraid. Bravery is being afraid, but facing it regardless.
The strength of the Sea-Not-Bush Kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Valencia Glass. Hello, Valencia. Hey, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. How was your glass working session, my friend? Did you remember to go offline today? Oh. It's okay. I'll just give you a friendly wave since you don't have speakers. Last time Valencia raided, he was online for 24 hours. Classic. I've done that a few times in my day. That's for sure. These things, they happen. Well, hey, come on in, everybody from Valencia Glass. Hope you had a great time over there. We're sculpting a dwarf character here. Just doing some clothing wrinkles here on his sleeve. Sculpture and some clay. I remember one time, let's see, a long time ago, I think it was the first time I accidentally left my stream on all night. That was back in the day when I used to have Discord open, and I would put myself into a channel that my, actually it wasn't even Discord, I think it was like TeamSpeak, it was before Discord even was a thing. But anyways, a couple of my moderators joined the channel that I left it online. Music was playing, and it just became like my moderator's like talk show for the entirety of the evening. Because there was quite a bit of people hanging out there, so they just talked about random stuff. Took over the stream, became a talk show for that evening. That was I think it was Arby and Jinx were the ones that did that. Maybe Scar was in on that too. Hey, thank you, Kit Angel Arts. How you doing? It's been a wonderful day. A wonderful day indeed.
The strength of the Sea-Not-Bush Kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
We are popular tonight. Popular indeed. Hallo, wie geht es dir? Glad. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Okay, alles klar. Schlaf gut. Tschüss, ciao. Hey, thank you very much for the raid there, Glad. Hope you're doing well. How was your stream? Anything new, wild, and crazy going on? Okay, alles klar. We have a German friend here that we met. Small world mode met here in this little area we live in America. She comes from the same area my wife comes from, but she moved here in America back in like the 80s. Such a nice lady. Her name's Karen. We were just over there today before stream came on. Just barding around. Just hanging around, barding it up. Right. Well, slow and steady wins the race. Quality over quantity, for sure. The speed and efficiency will come with time. You don't, you're not, are you doing the streaming and the sculpting full time, or is that just a side gig for you? I might have already asked you that question, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, see, okay, I was gonna say. It's like, no way you're pulling that off over in Germany. Trust me, I looked into it. Not easy over there. Well, good. Keep on staying consistent with that. Never give it. Never stop. I'm sure some days it's not easy, but you got this. I vaguely remember those days. Hey, Ghosty. Your what is kaput? I don't know that word. I'm afraid to try and say it. Anyone else playing Pal World? Never heard of it. That. Popular. Am I popular, Splintered? It's time for me to create a clique of 3 other students that we walk around and with our pinkies up look down upon everybody. Is it that time in my life now? I was not the popular kid in school, that's for sure. I was, you know, I was the kid that sat at the table with all the misfits at the lunch table of the misfits. You know, it's like the leftovers that didn't quite fit at any of the other tables, so we all kind of compiled together on one table. Table of misfit toys, yeah, exactly. Totally. I didn't fit in with anybody. I fit in with everybody at the same time, not fitting in with anybody. All at the same time. I'm one of 5 kids, though, so I kind of had an established friend group, you know, from birth. Hey, that's good, Glad. Yeah, it's good. It's good for that, for sure. That's a good thing. It's a delicate balance, for sure. Plus, you know, it's also no pressure. You don't need to. You know. It's not like you're not going to be able to eat food next week if you don't push. Wait, what was the question? Hey folks, Cinepush, I'm about to be a dad and just wanted to get any tips you could give me. How is it being a father? Well, step right in, my friend. It's a wonderful thing. But, you know, things are gonna change. You know, your life's gonna change. Probably not gonna be the same way things look for you right now, but that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of look at that as a bad thing. So, because you're gonna be putting other people's lives before your own. You know what I mean? So, just kind of embrace that, and you'll learn everything you need to know on the way. Okay? There's nothing anybody can tell you or say to you, or a book you can read, or anything you can do to become, or to, like, you know, equip yourself with what you need. What ends up happening is you just naturally kind of rise up to being a dad. It just as a natural process. Just like how it was, I don't know if you remember, I used to have these thoughts too when I was like a teenager, thinking about how people go from like being a teenager to like a grown-up or an adult. It's like, how does that even happen, you know, when you're like right at the precipice, when it's about to happen? You had no idea, but then you fast forward in time and then look back and you're like, oh, it just kind of happens on its own. So it's the same thing with becoming a dad. Just yeah, just try your best. That's all you can do. And it's a wonderful thing. It really is. I would never ever in a million years not be a dad after becoming one. No. Yeah. Yeah, tips. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could say, you know, but it's a personal journey. Try to be very patient and calm, and remember that you're the one kind of you're the captain of the ship, really, if you think about it. So whatever the things you're doing, the way you are, all of that kind of guide your family to being how they are. So yeah. If you're becoming a dad, then you have what it takes to be a great dad. You just have to, like I said, you just always have to be willing to put someone else, the other people first that are around you, you know. Putting your own wants and things aside. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It really is a good thing. And it doesn't mean you don't ever get to do the things you want to do or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, no problem. Hey, feel free to if you ever need to reach out. I can only share my own experiences, of course. No, let nobody fool you. Nobody's an expert, professional. A good grandpa is probably the closest thing you could get to. I'd be more than happy to help out in any way. If you feel I remember the feeling, especially when I knew I was about to become a dad. It can be a little bit like, oh boy, here we go. But you'll be just fine. One day at a time, my friend. Step at a time. Don't think too far ahead. And congratulations, by the way. It really is. I truly mean that when I say it's probably it is the best, one of the best things that's ever happened to me. yeah, right. Well, okay, so initially, here's how it is. Initially, and this is speaking from experience, but from my own experience, and everybody's is different, but in the like little baby infant stage, the best role I found for being a good dad was just to be there to support mom, so she could be there for the baby. You know what I mean? So, you know, helping out a lot around the house and groceries and dishes and all that stuff, so she can just kind of really stay focused on the baby. It's the best way you can help in those early stages. Because Emma didn't want to have anything to do with me. I'm gonna tell you. She wants to have everything to do with me now, but back when she was an infant or a little tiny little wiggling worm, she didn't want anything to do with Dad. So yeah, just taking care of Mom so she can take care of the baby as best you can, of course. You know, you're gonna mess up. You know, you're gonna have some kinks to work out, and that's everybody. Don't let anybody fool you. Just stick with it, you know. Work them out. Don't just ignore them. Can you blame her? Hey. Once in you know, don't let the waking up in the middle of the night get to you, you know. Anytime feel like it's getting too much, just remind yourself it's just a phase and it doesn't last long. Like, seriously, it doesn't last long at all. Even though in the moment it might seem like it. When they're those little babies waking up in the middle of the night, that phase does not last long. Like, at all. I look back on it now and it's just like, geez, it really is just it's really nothing. It's only the end of the world. Calm down. I tell you what, it teaches you a lot about yourself and how you can handle a lot of things you didn't think you could. And it makes you a stronger person. Overall, it just makes you a stronger, better version of yourself. Yeah, me and Mom aren't together, so we're co-parenting, but she's like my best friend. Well, good. That's a really good that you guys have a good relationship, because yeah, but still, it still stands that you gotta help her as best you can. So she's now the mother of your child, and will always be that, you know. We all know that special place. Each one of us has a mom, and we all know how special moms are to us. The same thing. It's just for now, not forever. There's some wonderful things about the infancy stage that you look back and you're like, oh man, can we just go back to that time? Those things were a lot easier. But when you're in it, you're like, can we move on to the next stage? So it's like you can never win. When you're in that infancy stage, you're like, oh man, I can't wait till the next stage. I get some sleep and this and that. And then yeah, then you look back at some points and you're like, man, can we go back to that time? It's a little bit more straightforward. Now I got a 3.5-year-old asking me why, you know, complex universe questions and stuff. It's a wonderful journey, that's for sure. Seven, oh boy. That's dangerous, getting dangerously close to the teenage years. Oh man. Based on what I know about Emma, the teenage years are gonna be... I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's opposite of what I think, but I think it's gonna be rough. think it's gonna be. She's already quite the character. So maybe it'll be one of those scenarios where you know, dad's the good guy. It's mom that gets all the flack. But hey, you know what? Just like my projects, I don't even need to worry about that right now. Just worry about what's in front of me. We'll cross those bridges when they come. Emmas are known to be strong-minded. Oh, she is. Here's a good tip. You, as the dad, are gonna bring something to the table that the mom doesn't bring, but she brings something to the table that you don't bring. And so sometimes you guys will have disagreements when the reality is you're both right, and you need the best of both of those worlds to, you know. So try not to get into those kinds of arguments, because a lot of the times you're both right. Just gotta find the middle ground there. So. Well, it's like in just relationships in general. I can't be the only one that experiences this phenomenon, but it seems like a good partner for you tends to balance you out. So it's like a lot of my strengths are her weaknesses, and a lot of her strengths are my weaknesses. And we kind of keep, you know, really realizing that and catching on to what those things are. It's like you just become both of you become a better version of yourself than you could ever be without the other one. So, yeah. That's true, Kit. Yeah. Very true. How do you not ruin the detail work on the pants while holding? It's baked, so everything other than the sleeve right now has been cured. Has been heated up, so. Hey, what's up, Toadstool? How you doing? Hey, thanks, Kim. We're about to brush this fabric, and then we'll maybe add some texture, and then that'll be good, and we can start working on the belt. But first, I need to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Right. Ah. Hey, what's up, Vinny? Good evening. Okay, let's see here. Potatische Kartoffel. Okay. Gute Nacht. Schlaf gut. Auf den Platz. Well, lots of practice there, kid. Hey, what's up, Cody? Why, thank you. This will definitely be the next one. That'd be oh man, there's gonna be a nice little you know, rotation of pieces going to the painting department. Yeah, Cody does some pretty awesome work. I do have to say, very talented. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I wonder if I am following. Let me check it, see if I'm following you on Instagram. I'd say it's one of the things I'm the. There we go. Let's see here. quite the patron of his illustration. Oh, there we go. Glad I checked. It looks pretty good. I think I did do a little bit of brushing here. The acid brush adds some texture. Do that next. Did I get a bigger oven? No. I have the same size oven. What are you talking about? Which, I guess, what dilemma was I having? I don't remember. And, hey, typo, definitely check out. I have a free how to sculpt class going on right now. How to sculpt characters in my style or the way that I do things. If you want to check it out, it's free. There's a nice playlist here on Twitch, or you can go to YouTube. You can check the live sessions happen on Sunday, but we're working through a character start to finish together. Very informative way, so if you want to learn, something to offer you now. A dragon with a massive wingspan. Was it the black dragon? I just make the wings come off now. I just make things come apart. Was it the Death Knight? Was it that one? I have the same oven, so I probably just made the piece come apart. All right. Ooh. Sleeve looks good. Hey. Well, thanks for popping in there, Amy. On your way to the sculpting side? It's a small side. It's hard to find. I'm glad you found it too. Well, stay busy, my friend. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Alright, I think we're gonna start the belt. We just have to be careful not to touch the sleeve. We'll sculpt some of the belt here. We have a few accessories. This little money bag. Let's kind of figure out where everything's gonna be. I just got Cosclay to help with making tiny things. His Cosclay and female both snapped. Yeah. Well, you should have a better experience with Cosclay for sure. Also have this little pouch that we made. Just have to figure out where we want to put the stuff. I was thinking about having a hammer. I'm having like a hammer slung to his belt line too. Probably right here. Means we have to make that though. Something like this. Is he right or left-handed? I don't know. Both. He's right. Oh, then it would be on this side, wouldn't it? Technically. Ooh. Let's actually do, let's see. Let's do this. Pouch, money bag. Do like a bigger pouch. Let's just sketch this in here. I was thinking like another one that's the size of that one there. tucked in shirt coming out from under the belt, maybe. Let's sculpt the belt buckle. Okay. This larger object and this object. Then we sculpt the shirt coming out from under the belt, blowing in the wind. Then we bake the whole character. Then we come together, we take all the accessories and attach them to the belt line and then sculpt in the belt. I think that'll be a good game plan there. And I think when we go do the belt, we'll kind of go over the character and just ask ourselves if there's anything we want to add anywhere. Okay, let's take this out here.
The strength of the Sea-Not-Bush Kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
9.5. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, raiders. Come on in. If you're new here, my name is Sea-Not-Bush. I make one-of-a-kind custom sculptures here. Do everything by hand traditionally. Everything I make is one-off or one-of-a-kind. Come on in. We're working on a quilting dwarf tonight. Actually, this piece is actually pretty far along. He's pretty far along. We just got done sculpting this sleeve here, and we're gonna do kind of like this belt area. Taking these little parts off that we want to sculpt into something. What were you up to there tonight there, 9.5? What were you doing? I made these little accessories, pouches, money bag. But we're not adding those just yet. We're gonna do kind of like the shirt that's tucked in coming out from under the belt area. That's kind of what we're doing now. We're trying to distract 9. Oh yeah? Was it a successful mission? I was crocheting a little Gengar plushie. Gengar as in Pokemon? I'm not too terribly rusty on my Pokemon names. I'm pretty sure that's one. Let's see here. Ingar. Is that Haunter? Is that the evolved form of Haunter? Am I remembering that correctly? What's up, Neovox? What's up, Pix Stitch? Hey, thank you, Pix. Appreciate that. How long have I been working on this one? I do not know. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, thanks. I'll show you guys some other stuff we've been working on. If you would like to see some things. Let's see. We got all kinds of stuff in the works here. Let's see. This is one we were working on this morning. This is a blue dragon. Gonna be a wall hanging piece. We were working on the horns last. So yeah, come out like this. Dragons. There be dragons. I see. Oh, you talking about doing a shirt cam to set up here? It definitely forces you to keep your hands in front of you. That's for sure. That's for sure. I feel a mighty need to commission one. Oh, you want to see another one? Let me help. Let me help you. 1 second. We actually have 3 dragons in the works right now. One actually, oh, okay, yeah, this is the one I was gonna show you. Yeah. This one needs to be, actually needs to be baked. Heavy boy. It's about the size of a cat. Small house, small dog, cat. Probably more cat, or like the size of a cat. That's what we did. We did all this last time. We gotta get that cooking in the oven. Lock it in. Oh yeah.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
9.5. Thank you very much for the gifted. I appreciate that. Here's one that kind of shows. Well, yeah, I know you said you into the tabletop stuff. This is from Warhammer 40K. In the painting stages actually. This is Gabriel Angelos. Here's his hammer. Just lights up. Power! Ultimate power. Will the animation break if someone drops a sub bomb of 20 plus? No. No, it should work. Our systems can withstand the highest amount of gifted subs. I dare you to test it. Illumination. And that is a challenge, actually. I triple dog dare you. Try me. Alright, I can show you guys a couple more here and then we'll get back to work. Skeleton pirate. Let's bust here. What do you got there, kiddo?
Just so you would.
What do you got?
Daddy, you gonna open the door off this?
Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'll show the stream. You built this?
Mm-hmm. You wanna open the door?
I'm gonna open the door. Let me see here.
You wanna see it in the door?
Let's see here. Ooh. What's in there? A magical land of mystery. Whoa. Is it a portal to another dimension?
It's a portal so you can put anything you want to put in.
Really?
And you need to make it so
Alright, I'll put this in here. Yeah.
Is it cool?
It is cool. Are you gonna build a whole house for this door?
For that door?
Yeah.
But I already made one. How about I could need another door like that? So I need to stay that one.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna build another one?
No.
No?
Because I need that for that.
So you're done? You're done building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, good job. I love it.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see here. This is a bust of a D&D character. This Friday should be the last day we're working on that. Before it gets painted.
Help this you?
Nope. Because you sculpted with me this morning. I gotta get stuff done. Thank you. I knew that. I knew she forgot to ask me. She was trying to con her way in here. The Lego build. So mean, yeah. Yeah. You gotta be the bad guy as a dad. It's just the way it is. Sorry, kiddo, you're gonna need a more impressive Lego house than that to get con your way into here. Okay, let's see here. We are doing the shirt now. Let's see. I wonder how we should do this. I think we should put a base bead of clay here. Her interactions get more interactive as time goes on, don't they, Neovox? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's take some clay glue here. Put some clay glue down. And we'll kind of mount a piece of clay on here. And I think we'll use the pasta machine and roll out a real thin flap of clay. And we'll just kind of create the edge of the shirt that way. Oh yeah. Nah, we tell her to ask, because there are some times where it's just not gonna work. If I'm, you know, doing certain things, or if I have like epoxy glue out or something like that, she can't be. She must always ask permission, but I don't always say no. Say yes most of the time. If she had, put it this way, if she had it her way, no work would get done, because it'd be just hanging out with her in the workshop all day. Which I'd certainly love to do when she gets older and is actually helping get work done. Actually, the reality that she can't have sculpting time with Dad all the time makes her want it even more than if she did have it all the time. So it's probably a good thing, you know, for her to grow older and want to actually hang out and sculpt with Dad. Right. Let's cut the excess off here. pounds. Go figure. Oh
The
man,
strength
hey.
of the Sea Not Bush Kingdom lies
Hey,
not in our
Peterson.
walls, but in our people. March to war.
Good evening, David. How do you do? Thanks for bringing your friends by. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. May God prevail. Tomorrow is our first day, Thursday, and we'll be working on our David Peterson Mouse Guard inspired piece. Let me show you guys where it's at so far. Like to see? Thursday, yeah. Our morning piece is the Minotaur, and our evening piece is the mouse. Now, we had gotten further on this, but I had somehow, I somehow lost scope of the correct proportions of the body. So we actually had a full body rebuild on this. I was blinded to the fact that the body was too big, and there was just some proportional things that needed to get worked out. So we ended up having to kind of take a step back to take a step forward. But you can see we started doing all the fur work here. It's still in the progress, early progress, but we corrected the shape of the body and everything. The head. And then this is for the let's see here. Here's the sketch for the piece, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. This is the what it will look like. The only thing missing is like a staff like this right here. Kind of like that. Yeah, Thursday nights we work on this piece. Thursday evenings, So what made you do the sketch for this one? I'm gonna be doing sketches for all of my pieces moving forward. Fat Peanut, it's just a new way of doing things that yeah, just a new way. That's right. It's Chavant, which is very similar to Monster Clay. Chavant. But yeah, it's just something I've changed with the way that I work on projects. So it does, yeah. It really helps me. Not only does it help me kind of get my mind around the piece, but it helps me have hindsight on the project. That makes sense. There's always things in a project where if you just jump into it, that you'll think later, you're like, oh, I should have done this instead, or I should have done this differently, this way, to make life easier. And by doing the mock build or the sketch, it lets me potentially see those things before I even start working on it. Do you know what I mean? So whether it's like building a more sturdy armature in certain areas, or things like that, or proportional changes, like on the Minotaur. I kind of created my first idea of what I wanted the Minotaur to be, and then decided later I wanted the proportions changed. So it's like a way of almost like cheating the system of anytime you do something one time and then you do it again a second time, it's always better. Always. Especially in artwork. So by not doing any details, but fully finishing a piece or visualizing a piece without the detail work, of course, it almost lets you kind of like use that system, that things improving naturally system, without needing to spend the hundreds of hours making the first version, right? I only spent about 4 hours on each one of those sketches, so it's worth the time invested for sure. Yeah. And then on top of that, the benefit too is I have something to show my client to say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. Let's see if like what you're saying and what I'm thinking is matching up, kind of thing. Which kind of, it just helps everybody be on the same page. So, because I've noticed, especially working with companies more often, they really like seeing stuff like that. So I've just kind of geared my workflow to include this kind of more in-depth sketching planning phase. So. Alright, let's see here. I don't know if I'm actually going to... yeah, I mean, we probably should. Definitely make life easier if we use the pasta machine here. Right, yeah, exactly. It's an average part of the process for 2D artists, or normal part, right? Rough drafting, sketching. It's kind of like channeling and taking that aspect, but using it three-dimensionally. This guy over here so I don't bump him. Okay, let's grab the pasta machine. Been a fun experience so far. Definitely the proportions and all that stuff took some getting used to. Remind me a lot of when I did a Lalafell for the first time. I had such a hard time skewing those proportions in the way that they needed to be skewed. Okay, let's do this like this. Wait. Let's see here. Big enough. Yeah, it's good to analyze and break down when things like that go off and figure out why they happened, and it makes total sense that I was off because I was assuming the anatomy to be a certain way, or to be seen a certain way, that threw the proportions completely off. Thinking that we would see the anatomy more clearly, even though that's not what was displayed in the reference. Straying from the reference. Mimic mouse, yeah, exactly. Not like that at all. But it's funny, I realized that, like, especially with house mice, that they are like that, where you can't really, they're kind of like a poof ball with these little stick legs coming out in the tail. So it's actually kind of how mice are. Have I sculpted a realistic mouse before? Yeah, I mean, there's a small one, small little rat, little rodent, being eaten by a gibbering mouther. All air, yeah, I know. Yeah, I have an Atlas brand. It's called the Atlas Wellness. Atlas 150. Or no, it's a it's not Atlas. Sorry, it's that's the Atlas 150 is the model. It's made by Marcato. Marcato. The finest Italian pasta machine. Little did they know they were making it for a clay guy. Very good, very sturdy, yeah, totally. Let's see, gonna start shaping this here. The red version looks like a Lamborghini. If you're into that. It's the Lamborghini of the pasta machines. Yeah, I've been abusing that one for about like almost 10 years now. Very heavy use. So it's got good reputation in my book. How much work do you do for commissions? Almost everything I make is commissioned. Pretty much everything. Gives you confidence. 2014, oh really? Look, Italians don't mess around when it comes to anything dealing with pasta, right? Anything dealing with their Italian cuisine, they got a name to uphold. They don't cut no corners. Yeah, you know, if you're on a tight, this is the best suggestion I have. If you're on a tight budget and you're wanting to get something more bang for your buck, just get a used one. It did not have the extra roller on the back. You talk about the linguine slicer. Linguine. Oh, hi, Colleen. Who made that soup? Who made that soup? They like the soup. That's such a good movie. We watched that with Emma just recently. One of the added benefits to having kids is you get to relive so many things from scratch again. Get to truly re-experience things for the first time. They like the soup. They like the soup. Mine had the extra 2. The first thing I did was remove it and store it. The slicer. I think I know what you're. I haven't checked the post yet, Colleen, but is it about the them changing the requirements and even adding a lower tier for the Partner Plus stuff? Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really within reach. So last month we had 275 Partner Plus points. And if we get to 300 and hold that for 3 months, that'll unlock the 70% cut for me for a year. So if anybody's been teetering on the edge for subscribing to old CNAP Push, the kingdom needs you. The kingdom needs you. It'd be a huge deal for me, for sure, if we can make that happen. Now, it doesn't include gifted subs or prime subs. It has to be regular tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. But if you do tier 2 sub, it counts for 2 points, and tier 3 counts for 5 points. Tier 1 for 1 point, so you can see there's a tracker now below the stream, so we can kind of keep an eye on things. Perspective. It's another quote from him. I said it earlier today. I love when I randomly quote movies and nobody picks up on it. It's the best. It's like a little secret inside joke for myself. Can't remember. I did say another Ratatouille quote earlier. You don't know what it is and you eat it? I always want to have strawberry with cheese when I watch that scene with the music notes. Like, oh man. Now I want a strawberry and a piece of cheese all of a sudden. You best start believing in Ratatouille, Miss Turner. So something, yeah. That's it. Something like that. Perspective.
Greetings, fellow adventurer. We've got everything you need to rest and refuel.
Typo, thank you very much for joining the CNAP Push Kingdom, supporting our cause. I really appreciate it. Welcome. This is your first wisdom, my friend. For you. Let's see what we have here. It says, may the winds of change guide you towards new adventures and conquer new lands. The winds of change are blowing. Indeed. And a conquering we go.
Greetings, fellow adventurer. We've got everything you need to rest and refuel.
Landed mermaid. How long is left in the signing up for the gnome giveaway? Till Monday. You guys have till Monday. Landed mermaid, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for helping our cause. This one's for you. I should have got some mermaid tears. Got those somewhere in there. Be perfect. Mermaid tears for landed mermaid. Let's get this one open. Where are you announcing the giveaway? It's been announced on Instagram and on Discord. Your journey is not in vain. For every step taken leads to growth and transformation. Except if you're a landed mermaid. I guess you're out of luck. Kind of hard to take steps without feet, huh?
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Every fish flop is a journey. Hey, Ronin Mage, thank you very much for that Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you very kindly. Welcome. Welcome to the Sea Nappers Kingdom. That's right, yeah. I don't know if I officially announce it on Discord. I might have to do that. Like an @everyone post. But yeah, if you join Discord, we have a giveaway. We had a sub goal that I didn't even think you guys would hit, but you totally crushed it. And I made this piece, delivered as promised, a sculpture to give away to you guys. This is the piece that is up for grabs. All you have to do is join Discord, go to the giveaway section, and click on the little icon. There's a little icon there, little party popper icon. You click on that and that's it. You're in. And we picked the winner on Monday. It's all automatic, so. There he is. I really like how he turned out. Nice piece. Oh, nice. Why is Discord coming through my speakers? It's weird. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Hey, perfect. Sending them right to the source there. I disabled... You little monsters. Let me have a talk with you. I had to disable the ability to react to the posts on that thread because people... This is the second time I've done a giveaway with the system, and every time somebody does the reaction with the same emoji that you're supposed to be clicking in the post, and so it's super confusing. it's super confusing because everyone sees that and they click that, but they don't click the other thing. So I was like, all right, that's it. We gotta stop this here. Little monsters. First thing I tried to do was react. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Now you gotta click on that actual button that's on the post there. But there should be no confusion now because I removed the ability to react. Little monsters. I shall take away thine abilities. How you doing there, Bob? Bob Green. Mr. Green. That was the old guy that lived down the street. His name was Mr. Green. Classic. He was a good guy. His next door neighbor was, we called him Pajama Man. We would always, ding dong ditch Pajama Man's house. We would like knock on his door and then hide like in the bushes literally right next to his front door. Or like in the pile of leaves right in the front of his house. And we called him Pajama Man because he'd always come out in like those butt flap pajamas, you know, like the old school ones with the buttons on the butt. And he'd have his BB gun. Butt flap pajamas and BB gun. He was gonna get us. But he never did. Never found us. But what a thrill that was. Long john. Yeah, it was like the red colored. I remember that. It was like the red colored long johns with the butt flap. You know, had the two buttons. And he was walking around with his BB gun. Yeah, no shot I'm going anywhere near that guy's house. We did it all the time. Once you get addicted to the adrenaline, you know, you do it that one time and then we were just, no one reacted in the way that Pajama Man reacted, so it ultimately led to his demise of being the frequent victim of all the neighborhood hoodlums messing with him. God, we're little monsters. Kids are monsters. I still remember the feeling of the thrill of like him. It's like a hide and seek on steroids. The thrill of Pajama Man walking past you and you're hiding right there trying to like not move or breathe. Yeah, he had one of those houses that had like the big hedge bushes like right on the front of his house. And we would just like ring the doorbell and then like slide into the in between the wall and the hedge, just be hidden, totally hidden in the plain sight right in those bushes. They're like the really thick ones. Jeez. Good little Pajama Man. Oh, awesome, Bob. Joining the fun. I'm excited too. We're really gonna get into the nitty-gritty, the fun part. Make a sculpture of Pajama. Actually, it was very similar. See that old guy right there? He's that same body type and even in that same pose. But instead of holding a lantern up, he was like holding the BB gun with both hands, you know? It was like a classic Red Ryder long arm BB gun. That's an absolute nightmare. You talk about neighbor Bob? No, this is the street I grew up on. This is when I was a kid. The funny thing is he saw us playing, you know, he lived in the cul-de-sac down the street. Just probably about like 5 or 6 houses down, there was a cul-de-sac. Just like a big, you know, how do you explain it? Like, here. That's how we explain it. We had but it was like on the road. So like, here's the road. Here's the road. Not like this. It was like this belly on the road like this. And the road kept going down. That was our street. So there's the busy road, right, or the busier road there. A SpongeBob knee. Exactly. So let's say there's a house here, and a house here. Yard. These are yards. Then yard, kind of like that. And then these ones were all yards too. These are yards. And our house is right here. And Pajamas Man's house was right here. That was Pajama Man's house. But we would always be playing in this cul-de-sac here. So you know he would like wake up the next day and be looking out of his blinds and see like a bunch of kids playing around in the cul-de-sac and just knew it was us, you know. Not like it was some other random group of kids, you know. But he couldn't do anything because, you know, you can't just accuse random kids for ding-dong ditching him, you know. So, oh man, there's probably a whole story going on there that we didn't even know about. So we would drag our basketball hoop all the way down here and set it up in the cul-de-sac and play basketball in the cul-de-sac. And then also, when they would plow the road of snow in the wintertime, they would push all the snow up like right here in this huge like big pile in the cul-de-sac. And that would become our little like the snow day hangout. We would carve it into big forts and stuff like that. There's probably about 20 of us, 20 kids, all always playing outside all the time. Those were before the internet existed times. King of the Mountain, yeah. Yeah, no, we would like cut tunnels into it and yeah, build like a whole little snow fort there every winter time. Hey, what's up, Lukita? And then there was, the road continued and like kind of went around a bend up here, and there was another cul-de-sac up here, and those were the second cul-de-sac kids. There's like it was literally like a distant tribe, like a neighboring tribe of kids, a whole other network, a whole system over there. And so we considered ourselves the first cul-de-sac kids. And then there was the second cul-de-sac kids. And as we got older, we eventually started intermingling with the second cul-de-sac kids. And they had a whole different set of games that they played, and they played baseball a lot, actually, in their cul-de-sac. Second cul-de-sac kids. There's definitely some tribalism going on there. Hey, what's up, Space Hobo? How you doing, my friend? Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. Or cul-de-sac. If you're speaking CNAT Bushian. I highly recommend growing up on a cul-de-sac street. SpongeBob Knee Street. So much more fun than a normal straight street. I'll give it a try my next go around. Highly recommend. Yeah, actually, we are almost done. Probably one more session sculpting this. We'll finish up this part, and then we'll bake it and lock in the shirt and the sleeve. Then we'll sculpt the other accessories, and then we'll just do the belt and accessories, and then it should be done. She's doing good. She's doing better. Much better. She's having she was nauseous and high heart rate, even though she's not doing anything. Just not feeling good at all. Headache. Yeah, much better today. Still a little bit there, but nothing like yesterday. Dr. C. Bush prescribed her a healthy dose of just stay in bed and sleep. Seemed to work. Yeah. Pretty much every time she's ill, I'm like, okay, here we go again. But no, we're good. No, definitely not. Although I'm sure Emma would love it. Nope. Hey, Meester. You have a great night. Catch you later. This is isopropyl alcohol. So what it does is it essentially dissolves the clay a little bit. And then I'm using a really coarse bristled brush, and it's essentially stamping in or adding a texture that's gonna make it kind of look like cloth. I'm cleaning up the shapes, getting rid of fingerprints, and also adding texture all in kind of one go here. All right, Emma. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you later. All right. That should be ready to bake. And let's sculpt. We gotta make 2 bags that go on his belt. Oh, and a belt buckle. Let's do that. That is what we'll do next. Kind of want to have an elaborate belt buckle here. Something a little bit on the fancy side. Let's see. I have no idea. I don't think anything too sculpted like a skull or something like that, but something that looks dwarven, I think, is what we're gonna go for. Kind of like those strong dwarven shapes and edges with maybe a little bit of elaborate kind of like engraving. So, what sculpture are you most proud of or like best? I don't have Celtic knotwork. Yeah, maybe kind of like that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's add here. Thickness is probably pretty good. Actually, let's do a piece that's on the thickest setting here. The one that pays my bills is the favorite. I really don't have any favorites. What's more difficult, painting and sculpting? They're both the same difficulty, but painting takes less time for me. I'd say borderline sculpting is easier for me, but that's because I just do it a whole lot more. Things get easier the more you do them. This one will, yeah, all my work does get painted. I don't know if I specifically will be the one to do it. Just depends. Depends on how the schedule kind of works out. Either me or the missus. Okay, let's see. So the belt buckle is about, let's see, about this big. Can't spell paint without pain. Yes. No, I do really enjoy the painting process. Definitely. You can't spell homeowner without meow. Nice. Ah, that's the dangerous trap to fall into, my friend. It's like a death spiral right there. So what's going to end up happening is your sculpting skills are going to continue to grow and progress, and as time goes on, your painting skills not going anywhere. So these are the traps we fall into when we get attached to the work that we do. You can always remove paint. You can always paint over it. And the fact is, your painting is never going to get better if you're not practicing it. And you can produce really good paint jobs without needing to be super exceptional. Once you learn a few techniques, you know, there's ways of painting that takes a lot of expertise and skill, but and the results look great, but there's also ways of painting that don't take that much expertise and skill that looks great as well. So just kind of getting your mind around the basics of dry brushing, base coating, and using washes, you can make really awesome paint jobs. But yeah, it's actually a common thing with sculptors, especially, to fall into that mindset of not wanting to ruin your work. Because I mean, yeah, it's all about layering. Yeah, exactly. Not trying to get it all done in one coat, you know, but building up your final result with multiple layers. Learning what to layer, when, and how, you know, that's what takes kind of the time. Experimenting and playing around with things. Oh, cool, Rob. Sounds good, my friend. Excited to see how things progress. All right. That's about what I was going for here, I think. Not too simple, but not too fancy either. All right, next thing. This larger bag goes on the back. It's like a satchel bag. Next item. Shape looking good, and go from here. put C2 on both baked hanks. How many hanks do you get? I got 5 hanks. I did the, I'm guessing like hunks. I did the knuckles on one of them, but not on the other hands. Okay. Oh, hands. Okay. Oh, I see. So your question is, do you have to reapply it today? Because you didn't get around to sculpting the other one? Yes. Yeah, you can. There's no, if it's not still shiny, if you don't see that it's shiny still, then yes, reapply it. If it's still shiny, then it's still active, you know, still wet. I mean, it can't hurt to re-add it. Is it okay? The hand is baked. You're just adding another layer, right? All right, Mr. Neovox. Have a good night, my friend. We'll catch you later. European carryall. That's what it's called. Oh, I see. Yeah, if this whole sculpting thing doesn't work out, I could always get into bag and boot design. Prototyping. I don't know the darndest thing about leatherworking, but there you go. Here's a cool prototype to work from. I'll smush that. As a sculptor, you learn to be okay with these awkward moments. It will hardly be the least awkward. That'll hardly be the most awkward moment you'll have while sculpting, my friend. I promise you this. Hey, what's up, Arc Knight? How you doing, my friend? Hello, Castle Runes. How do you do?
The strength of the Sea Not Bush Kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Why, hello there, Magitech and friends.
Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Rollaroo. Rularoo. The missing LaRue. Oh, hey, and I gifted. Alright.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
I'm standing in the missing LaRue. Thank you there, Rularoo and OJ. Thank you very much. And Magitech, thank you. Welcome, Raiders. What were you up to? What were you up to? We're having a good, productive evening, I hope. We're sculpting a bag here. Making some molds, nice. Molding it up. Molding and casting, oh boy. You got like a pressure pot set up? Is it a bag of holding? It is a bag of holding of things. It goes on this character's belt line here. We got a little belt buckle. Just doing some accessories for our character here. Nice.
Welcome, new adventurer, to a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Thank you very much there, OJ. I appreciate it, man. How you doing, OJ? How you been? Huge nerd, biggest on Twitch. Magitech? Oh yeah, definitely. If not one of the biggest. Have you checked out Magitech? There's this guy. He's like just oozing molding and casting wisdom. This guy's been like doing his thing in the industry for so long, and he's pretty relatively unknown on YouTube. And he just gives it all. He just gives all the nooks and crannies and details of his methods. Robert Talone. Robert Talone. Just like it's spelled. If you haven't seen Robert, old Mr. Robert, go check him out. Seriously. He'll just give you so many cool tips and tricks. Guy's been doing molding and casting for like, 50 years or whatever. I don't know how long, but yeah, that's the guy right there. Really, really cool old grandpa guy, and he knows what's up in that sphere. I love watching his videos, so check it out. Since that's the know your role bot. Wait, what happened? I keep forgetting to disengage that new bot on Twitch. That's not even supposed to be using that. That bot's not even supposed to be here on Twitch. I don't know why he's here. It's like a guy who shows up to work at the wrong building completely and just starts ordering people around. Like, who are you? Do you even work here? I know Robert, great guy. He's a sculptor. He just gets views from casting mobile. Oh, okay. All right. He's a sculptor. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't know. I've seen videos where he does his kind of past stuff. I just didn't know if he was still doing it. Cool. But yeah, his wisdom is just it's amazing how much information he gives out there, especially with molding and casting, which is such a technique driven thing, so you can just tell he's a great guy. I'd say relatively off the beaten path too. I don't think a lot of people know about him. Then again, what he does is pretty niche. It's a pretty niche thing. He did some toys for Disney. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, he's old school industry guy for sure. He had me looking at buying a semi truck parts. He has these awesome pressure pots he had custom fabricated out of a part that's on a semi truck. Can't remember what, some sort of hydraulic chamber or something. And Robert. Alright, Magitech. We'll catch you later. Enjoy your foods. Thanks again. So you know Robert, you know him, or you just know of him? Pneumatic cylinders, yeah. Oh no, Rob. What have you done? You have been banished from the Twitch chats. I'm just slowly trying to get everyone over to my other platforms, so I'm just methodically target banning certain individuals on Twitch chat, so they have to go and use the other chats. I know him. We met a few times in California. Oh, cool. Small world. What a small world, huh? And round we go. Let's see here. See what I can do for you here, Rob. You propose to your mimic and that's it. Okay, let's see. Am I being blocked? I see. Yeah, highlight message. Let's go back here. Botrix. Get out of here, Botrix. Not even supposed to be here. Botrix is not even supposed to be here. I'm just gonna ban Botrix. Oh, but I might need him. I might need him to be. It's the bot that runs my chat, my like interwoven chats. What was Robert's last name? Talone. T-O-L-O-N-E. Talone. He's on YouTube. Let's see here. Checking. No, you should be able to talk there, Rob. There was no ban or nothing on you. The bot only got OJ. What I could see. Oh, poor OJ. Okay, I see. Yeah, I saw your last message, though.
Traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not
no ban or
even
nothing.
cost a dime.
Spooky, hey Spooky, thanks for the Prime sub, I appreciate that. Welcome to the Cinepolis Kingdom. Thank you for your support. Stinky bot. What if I just unmod Botrix? I think I just need to unmod Botrix. Yeah. Let me just do that really quick. It's supposed to be here. It's just supposed to be here to read the chat. No, and nothing else. So let's just, okay, Botrix. That's it, you're unmodded. Back. I think I can unmod or cancel. I can't do it right now. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. I'll kick the can down the road. Kick the can on down the road. Take that, future CNET. Take that. Well, you know, let me just try, let's try / unban. What was your name? Your name, Rob. It's spelled on Twitch. Scroll up here. Rob Way 4. 2 B's. Robway 4. Alright. Try saying something now. You guys think MDF would be okay in the... It would be okay in the oven. Yeah, MDF should be fine. Probably some weird Twitch glitch, yeah. Yeah, I mean, from what I can see on my end, there's no ban or anything. Weird. Alright, let me give this a brushing here first before we do detail here. Oh, I see. Something to hold your structures. Yeah, I don't think so, my friend. Just trying to protect you. Hey, sorry about your face. You're just not ready. You're just not ready. Someday. Someday. Have to grow up a little bit more first. You will know when you're ready. Let's see, let's do a little bit of texture here. Do this wire brush. Oh yeah, where you at? Where you located? Heard California's been getting a lot of rain lately too. Saddle. This is a bag. Say what? Yeah, hey, see, he does have a filter. Look at that. Yeah, well, that's good.
The strength of the Sea Not Bush Kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Let's see here. All right, jeez. Ah, look at the dancing. Let's see if I can break this name up in the right the proper way here. Club Ida? Is it Club Ida? Or is it Clubeda? Clubda Ice. Come to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. I've never been there before. Sounds like a great place. Hey, I appreciate that raid there. Is it Klub or just Klub? Am I saying that right? Klube? Klube? Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome, raiders. Come on in. We're sculpting this character here. This guy. It's a dwarf character. We just got done sculpting this sleeve right here with all these wrinkles and kind of this shirt coming out from under his belt. And then we made a belt buckle here, and this is kind of a bag that's gonna go on his belt there. Oh, gracias. That's what we're working on. But we got all kinds of stuff in the works, so all kinds of things. There's a dragon I was working on earlier today. Give you an example. There's a D&D character bust I have in the works as well. This is what we're working on Friday. Friday piece. Almost finished.
Could someone please direct me to the Sinat Bush Kingdom? Which direction is that?
Right that way, sir. Hey, Dark Tainted, thank you very much for the 1,000 biddies. I appreciate that. Very nice of you, my friend. Yeah, so that's what we do here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming in. Welcome, welcome. So what do you do on stream there, Klube? Klube? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Roo. Thank you. Navely. What are you giggling at? Alright, let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. My stiff tongue. Let's add a few deeper lines there, I think. Now we have to make the button. I use a type of Polymerclay called Cosclay. Yeah, so this material, here's a piece of baked clay. It doesn't dry, you have to cure it with heat, but this is a piece that's been heated up. And you can see it's flexible like rubber. See that? Pretty awesome stuff. I could probably work as a concept artist if I wanted to. I don't know about that. I truly believe if people can do anything they want if they really want to. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure I could. But I'd have to probably learn a few different other skills to be a good candidate for such a job. All right, bag is done. We got the buckle there. We get these in the oven just like this and bake it and lock it in. We'll probably need one more sculpting session on this guy before he's done, ready for paint. It's exciting. Did I go to a craft place when I first started doing sculpting? I first started sculpting in my ex-girlfriend's mom's basement. It was just something I did on the side started off for fun and then turned into my side of extra money. Is the female done already? No. No, so we will start after we complete the character, we'll start the second character. So, and then this guy can get painted while we're working on the other one. So then once we have the two painted characters, we'll combine them together into some sort of a base, and there we go. All right, folks, it is the end of my line here. Time for me to get out of here and get some rest. It's been a nice long full day, but tomorrow we are working on tomorrow is Thursday, we're working on the Minotaur in the morning, which we had detailed one of the legs. We'll detail the other leg and get that baked. So we'll be working on some leg details. And then in the evening we'll be working on our mouse and we're doing more fur. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it. I bid you all adieu. Thanks for the support. And couple reminders, there is a giveaway happening right now. If you join the Discord, you can get it on that. There's this character is up for grabs. We did a goal, a subscriber goal that you guys hit and unlocked the giveaway. All you gotta do is join the Discord and go to the giveaway tab and hit the button and get in on that. That's for Monday. We have a free sculpting class going on right now as well that happens on Sundays. You can go back and watch the videos for that. They're on Twitch and on YouTube saved in a playlist. So follow along, join us if you want to learn how to sculpt the way I do. And just so you guys know, we're trying to make a push to get the premium, or not premium, what is it called? The partnership plus on Twitch, and we're actually very close to hitting that goal. Last month we had 275 regular subs, so tier 1, 2, or 3, and we only need to get 300, and we need to hold it for 3 months, and that would be a huge pay raise for me. I'd get 70% split instead of just 50%, which is what I'm getting now, and that unlocks it for a whole year. So if you've been on the edge and thinking about supporting my work, we need you. We need every single one of you. So, but anyways, I got somebody to raid here. Let's get this raid going, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Let's see. There we go. Odin the Bearded One. I think this might be our first time here. We'll see what the missus found for us. So, all right, everybody. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.